what you doing today? We're doing bagels, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do it. It's my first time.
Well,
But,
good.
you
No
know,
reason to buy your own, especially when you got everything in your house to do it yourself. It makes you proud when you do the stuff yourself, right?
exactly. And you, of course, you look into be very informative with all the YouTube that you got. You got your phone there. Just look into and see how you do it. That's
Cool.
what I'm gonna do.
So what you got? You got going right there.
Actually, I have here water, sugar, and instant yeast.
There you go. And so now you about
So
to mix.
now-
You got that, and you got three. You put 2 cups of flour in there already, right? And that's your third one right
That's
there.
gonna be my third.
All right. And then you're gonna mix all that together.
And then I'm going to mix and put that all together.
All right.
You know, and then that's how you make your dough.
Yes.
You make your dough for your bagels.
All right. Cool.
See that? It's gonna become gooey. You
Yes.
see that?
Already.
Yeah. And when it's time for you to now mess with the dough, prep it. Put a little bit of flour or a little bit of water in your hands, and then you can actually roll it and mess with it so it won't become sticky.
All right. So obviously you took the dough out of here, and now you're forming it.
Yeah. And you put a little bit of flour on your tray, whatever you're using, so you're able to play with your dough until it becomes very smoothly. See that?
Yeah.
Very important. You go to the T with everything in its measure. It's very important because you don't want nothing soggy, nothing hard. So you want to be able, like what I do. I look I'm be very informative of what I use and what I have to use.
Cool. So now at this point, what do? You gotta let it sit to rise.
So yes. So with the dough, depends on what you're making. This will be for 1 hour until you see the dough rise. It's gonna get big. So you cover it with a plastic and or any cloth, whatever, and then you see once it gets bigger, then it's prep. It's prep. Now you can proceed doing whatever you want to do.
Cool. All right. So what are you doing here?
So I'm going to put a little bit of oil in a bowl where you're going to put your dough in. And the reason being for the bowl to have an oil is to keep this moist. Make sure that while the bowl has it wraps around the oil, so it'll stay moist. Because what I'm actually making is bagel. So we'll see. I'll show you down the line. See if it come out.
Cool. Feels good making your own stuff.
Oh yeah.
So now you just put that in there and cover it with a cloth or plastic to rise, right?
Yes. And wait for about an hour.
You got your cloth?
I'm about to get my cloth. As long as it's very clean, nothing that you have used.
Cool.
You use that. And you just put it at a room temperature. Make sure that your kitchen is at room temperature. And you just wait there 1 hour, and then meanwhile you could do other things.
Peace.
You can come back.
All right.
Okay, let's see.
It's been an hour. Okay, rise. Look at it.
Look, it got bigger.
Yes.
What it is. Just making sure that when you let it rise for about an hour, make sure that it's with oil all around it.
Cool.
So it will be moist. So now that it's after an hour, what you do is, always wash your hands, make sure they're clean. Now you just punch it in. Punch it in like this, so it can actually gets a little more thinner. Then just take it out, dump it here, and now see, nice and moist. See that?
Yeah.
So now you just stretch it. Just so it can actually let the air comes out, and it's not that of a big fat dough. You can get thinner. And now you turn it into a ball, like this. And now, press it a little bit. And now you just cut it into a divider. And then for each little cut, it's gonna form, you can form it into a ball. So that can be your, what do they call?
Bagels.
Bagel, I went blank.
All right, so where are you at now?
Okay, so now that I actually let it rise and waited for about an hour, I formed them. I divided it, the big bundle of dough, I took and I divided it in 6 pieces.
I see you did one
So
right there.
you see I divided it and I took it and I put it like this. All you have to do is now form it into a ball. Okay? And what you do is, after you form into a ball, you take your finger, your thumb, and you put it right in the middle. See? You take it, form that hole right there, and now you take it and you stretch it out. Make sure that it's even out. You see? And it's starting to form like a bagel.
Yeah, looks good.
Now, I did a smaller, like little miniature bagels and large bagels. So if you have kids and you don't want them to eat so much dough or whatever, just make them a small miniature bagel.
Cool.
They'll be good with that.
Yeah.
And then you just separate them here. And while I'm doing that, I put a pot full of water. I'm gonna let it boil. And then when it boils, I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons of honey. And then when that's the water is boiling, then all you do is you take these and you put them in there.
Cool. All right.
And you just, for about 1 or 2 minutes, you just flip it on the other side and then you can take them out.
Cool. All right.
Okay. So what we have here, I put a pot of water. Remember what I said? Pot of water boiled with 2 tablespoons of honey. Now, after you've done these, you want to stretch them a little bit more. You see how they look like a bagel as a whole? You put them here for 25 seconds. And if you come over here, they're boiling right on top. You wait 25 seconds and then you turn it around and wait another 25 seconds. Then you take them out and you put them out over here, and then you can put the yolk with this. It's 2 tablespoons of milk and 1 thing of egg. Mix it, and then you take that and you just.
Oh, you did that one already.
Yes.
Do you ever have to put it in the oven or no?
Yes.
Okay.
So, of course, you're not gonna serve it like this.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
And then you take and you just put that like that.
Okay.
And we went to the store and we bought a sesame seeds for bagels. And then you just sprinkle it over like this.
Cool.
You see that? And then you put it in the oven.
Nice.
And this is also good. It's a paper where you actually could put it in the oven. Comes for baking. You
Baking
put it
paper.
there. Yes. And you just put it over here for 410 degrees.
All right.
Heat. And I'll show you at the end of the
Cool.
job that is done. Okay.
All right. So you just brought them out the oven. Right? Let's see how they look.
Yes. It's my
get it
very
closer.
first time. So
Yeah. Be proud of
Look
yourself. Look
how-
at that. It's all sesame seed.
So
I know it looks like everything, but no, that's all sesame seed, dark sesame seed.
but if you come closer,
regular
I'm gonna
sesame.
show you something. You see
Okay.
how it's toasty, but it's tender. You actually could
Yes.
literally see. And along Philadelphia cream cheese and some homemade butter that I
Yeah,
made.
she made her own
homemade
butter,
You see that? Put some of that. And it's done. It's my very first time, guys. So it's not the greatest, but it smells so good. And it actually is sesame seeds bagel.
They look great to me.
You can, hey,
I'm sure you're going to get...
anybody can do it.
I'm sure the more you do them, you're going to get more creative. You're going to get better at doing anything you practice, you'll get good at.
Thank you, Bobby. I know I will.
I'm going to tear these up. I love bagels.
And my next thing is going to be homemade ice cream.
Yes.
So we'll see.
Good job.
Thank you guys for actually, following me up on this.
Yes.
You guys can do the same thing.
Yes.
Be happy for anything that y'all make, even if it burns.
Yes.
Just be happy.
Learn from your mistakes if that does happen.
Yes.
But you can do it.